Hi there, I'm Steve Smith, Smith's Apples and Farm Market in Port Elgin, Ontario, and we're in the orchard today putting in a new tree. And many of you have asked me about putting in new trees, so I thought I'd give you a little demo of how we do it here. This is a tree that's died probably due to just a nasty winter around here, so I've grown a new tree, and I've got a rootstock here. Okay, this is actually a mulling number 9 rootstock. And onto the top, I've got this middle piece here, which is a 1-year-old piece of Gingergold. Last year we put it in our nursery, cut it here, and everything above my hand we grew last year. We wanted these nice flat branches, and that's why we used that system. Anyways, the important thing to note here is the Graft Union, and make sure that we keep it above the ground as we plant. So I'm just going to do that. It doesn't take very long, it's pretty simple. Going to take off this little guy here, which is a sucker, and he wants to stick out of the ground and become a nuisance. Trim up these heavy roots here just so they're not too long. I don't want roots coming up out of the hole. They'll just be suckers and a problem later on. So I've dug a hole, as you can see right here, bigger than the root system, and I'm setting the tree just down in there. On top of a little bit of loose soil. It's kind of the best way to go. A little bit of loose soil there, and I usually have somebody else on the shovel today. I'm sort of doing 2 jobs, but you might be surprised at the fact that there's not a lot of depth to that hole, and that's because this is a pretty vigorous site, and I do want that Graft Union, that's this bump right here, to be a full hand above the soil level. If I don't do that, it's going to root from the Scion, the Gingergold part on the top, and the dwarfing nature of the rootstock will be lost. So that's why it's like that. So I kind of firm that down like this. Need a little more soil in there yet. It's a good day for doing this here. It's kind of a drizzly day, and kind of like that. I like the distance that Graft Union is above the soil. Things are looking pretty good. I already have a big strong post in there. Looks silly now, but it won't in a little while. So I've taken off roots, so I usually like to compensate with a little bit of removal at the top here. God, those are pretty nice looking branches. It's going to be hard to take anything off there. I think maybe I'll cut that one there and shorten that one, and I'm going to stop right there. Now, tying the tree. I've got a little bit of plastic tree tie here. Just going to tie it fairly snugly to the tree so that it won't be blowing around, and those roots are going to be able to become established properly. And one for the leader here. I'm sort of aiming to have 1, 2, 3 ties here eventually, so I'll put the middle tie on today. Just a little figure of 8 thing here. Tie it in there like that. Okay, so nice young tree here. I'm going to water that in. Mother Nature's doing it for me today, and it'll get some fertilizer later on, but definitely none goes in that planting hole. You just need those roots to get established and the tree to get on its way to being a big, strong, healthy tree in the orchard.